In the movie Keeping Up with the Steins, a boy is having his Titanic-themed bar mitzvah party. He's coming out of a big conveyor belt ship saying, "I am King of the Torah." On top of all this, the party is held on a cruise ship. But think about it. Is this really what a bar mitzvah should be? Is it really all about having the biggest and best party? According to sources on the website Chabad.org, the tradition of a celebratory bar mitzvah feast began about 400 years ago. Today, the feast had turned to an expensive, elaborate, and exaggerated party for 12 and 13-year-old children. A bar mitzvah is a day when a Jewish person is given the obligation and privilege of observing God's commandments. As joyous as the occasion is, I'm not sure the extreme celebrations are really what God intended or envisioned for his people. But since I'm neither 12 nor have experienced a bat mitzvah myself, I decided to ask some experts their opinions regarding their parties and whether or not they found the parties of importance and value. First, I spoke with my grandpa. He said he enjoyed the shul ceremony and reading from his Haftorah. But for his party, his parents want to make it big. And what I mean by big is they want to impress all their friends. Although they couldn't afford it, they invited many people, treated all the guests to a sit-down dinner, and hired a live orchestra for dancing. Even then, my grandpa realized that this big party was mostly for his parents. A week later, my grandpa had a party just for his friend, where they went to a private movie screening. To this day, my grandfather still remembers fights his parents had over paying for the bar mitzvah. This experience made him not want to give his own two daughters a bat mitzvah. For his grandkids, he wants us to have a joint party with our friends, and of course, he's excited for us to read from the Torah. Next, I interviewed the rabbi at my school, Rabbi Bellis. For his party, he had it with a bunch of other friends. I think having a joint party is a great idea. That way you only have to pay a fraction of the cost. And he had a dinner and brunch for the adults. He told me that the best bar mitzvah party he ever went to had an Israeli theme. For instance, there's Israeli band, Israeli food, and more. This party was not too big and not too costly. I asked the rabbi what he wanted for his children. He said he would let them choose how they like to celebrate. I am concerned that the true meaning of becoming bar mitzvah is getting lost in focus on big parties. Although Keeping Up with the Steins is a Hollywood production and is exaggerated, there is some truth to it. 50 years ago, my great-grandparents felt the pressure to impress their friends and other families. Today, we have the same pressure, but even more. The true meaning of becoming bar mitzvahs is fulfilling God's commandments. Perhaps the most responsible act we can do while becoming bar mitzvah is tell our parents not to feel pressure to give us a large party. But we don't want to put all the blame on the parents. Some kids want the big party. It is up to us, parents, kids, rabbis, teachers, and family, to shift our attention away from the parties and back toward the real meaning of the milestone of becoming bar mitzvah. Thank you and have a good evening.